Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon to many fans watching worldwide. Welcome now to the B-League quarterfinals. We are live here in the city of Chiba at the Funabashi Arena for tonight's quarterfinals of the B-League between our hosts, the Chiba Jets, and the visitors from Tochigi Prefecture, UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very big game. If you were with us last season, it is a rematch of last year's B-League final, in which Yuki Togashi brought the first ever championship to the Chiba Jets. Well, UTSUNOMIYA BREX will be looking. I mean, it went to a 3-game series last season, but this is going to be a very, very tough matchup. Well, the Chiba Jet fans will be very confident going into this game. Remember, they finished the regular season in the Eastern Conference with a record of 35 wins and only 9 losses. Well, UTSUNOMIYA BREX, again, a very dominant regular season for them in the East, as they finished with 40 victories and 16 losses only. Well, Kawasaki Brave Thunders, they were the best team so far this season, along with the Ryoko Golden Kings in the Western Conference. Their playoff matches will be happening today as well. Well, Alvak Tokyo will be taking on Shimane Suzano Magic as well. That will be a very interesting matchup, and it's going on right now as we speak. But at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, this quarterfinal matchup will be between the Chiba Jets and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, there is a legend right there, Takeuchi-san. A man who back in 2006 featured for the Japanese national team. Well, Josh Duncan as well has been a key matchup there. Well, if we go and look at the last few games that the Jets have played, of course. Well, the last 2 games were against Hitachi, in which they won on back-to-back head-to-heads, of course, on the 8th and the 7th of May. Well, the key players, of course, here is the Japanese international player Yuki Togashi, but there is number 1, Josh Duncan. One of the players they have is John Mooney as well from Notre Dame. Well, Gavin Edwards as well, along with Christopher Smith. So this is a very strong lineup, of course, the Chiba Jets will be bringing into this game. Well, statistically, if you look how great this team is, of course, and what they average, well, as we mentioned, Yuki Togashi. But let's take a look at now the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Now, there is a man, Yuta Tabuse, along with Takeuchi, veteran legends. Well, Yuta Tabuse, of course, playing in the NBA for the likes of the Phoenix Suns back in the 2004-05 regular season. Also was with the Summer League of the Denver Nuggets. Playing his university basketball at Hawaii, of course. Yuki Togashi, a legend, still playing right now here in the B-League. Well, the key shooters, of course, that it's going to be big here for the BREX is going to be how well they try to contain, of course, Yuki Togashi. There you can see he's going up against Isaac Fotu, the New Zealand international. And that's one part of Yuki Togashi's game, the hesitation, the ability to break defenders down, but more importantly, to facilitate for his teammates. Well, there you can see the perimeter shooting coming from downtown from Yuki Togashi. Well, the key thing, of course, here for the BREX is to try and get as much going from the perimeter as possible. Well, there's Makoto Hiyajima. Now, Hiyajima has been big, of course, for the Japanese national team. It'll be very interesting to see how Makoto Hiyajima performs for them this coming summer at the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup. But I don't think he's thinking about that right now. Of course, he'll be thinking, of course, of what needs to be done here for UTSUNOMIYA BREX to get them back to the final and to bring the championship home, which they lost out on last season. Well, now we get set to introduce the players for tonight's game. It looks like we're going to start with the home team, of course. And again, you got to love the atmosphere here in this arena. This is the Funabashi Arena in the city of Chiba. And this is B-League basketball at its best. One of the most professional basketball leagues in the global setting of international basketball.
Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you're doing.
Well, the presentation of players now are coming out on their way. And again, if we look at some of the top performers here for the Chiba Jets, as we mentioned, we got a combined total of just under 27 points between Yuki Togashi and Josh Duncan. Or Christopher Smith as well. In the 43 games he's played for the Jets this season, he's averaged 16.3 points per game. But Gavin Edwards will be the key factor here tonight. We're just averaging 4 rebounds shy of a double-double. Gavin Edwards and John Mooney as well. I mean, it's a very high-scoring team, of course, here, the Chiba Jets. But defense is going to be the key for them this evening. Well, very much an unchanged starting lineup here with Josh Duncan in the starting lineup, as we mentioned. Averaging 8 rebounds a game along with 13.4. But there's the key player, Japan's finest, Yuki Togashi. Again, scoring and facilitation is going to be key there for Yuki Togashi. Well, there's the one change, of course, for them coming into the starting lineup now. John Mooney, of course, well, Takuma Sato, of course, another player who's featured for the Japanese national team coming into the lineup here, so it just shows a lot of flexibility. That Atsushi Ono, there is the head coach of the Chiba Jets. Well, originally from Nonoichi, Ishikawa, Japan. He was a very, very good player as well, starting his professional career back in 2000 for the Mitsubishi Electric and the Panasonic Trions, when he became the head coach back in 2010. Right now, his focus will be on the Chiba Jets. Now, there is Makoto Hiyajima. As you mentioned, he'll be in the starting lineup for this team. Well, the BREX usually start with Seiji Ikaruga, Makoto Hiyajima, Isaac Fotu, Josh Scott, and Chase Fila. Well, Chase Fila, number 20, of course, coming into this game. He will not be in the starting lineup this evening. Well, Hiyajima maintains his starting position, of course, but again, it's very interesting. Gone with a bit of a different lineup this time. Well, Yusuke Endo as well will also be in the lineup here for the BREX, so it's going to be a very, very tough matchup. And we'll get started very shortly. Well, there are officials for tonight's game. And again, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in B.LEAGUE basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight for the quarterfinals of the B.LEAGUE between our hosts, the Chiba Jets, and the visitors, UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, Josh Scott and Isaac Fotu will be in the starting lineup. Yusuke Endo, along with Makoto Hiyajima, will also come into play here. While Seiji Ikaruga, he's going to have to match up here against that man, Yuki Togashi. So it's going to be a very, very tough matchup. Well, if you know anything about Yuki Togashi, you just know that he's one of the fastest players, if not the very fastest guard in all of Asia. That's simply why he's one of the best point guards in Asia, of course. You'll see that, no doubt, at the upcoming 2022 FIBA Asia Cup. But, you know, he was big for Japan at the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. And players such as Nick Fazekas, well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here. Remember, we are in the Funabashi Arena. This is the B.LEAGUE playoffs. Don't go anywhere, as we're set for tip, and it will be Togashi-san. In first possession now, heavily guarded here by Seiji Ikaruga. Trying to build some tempo here. Get pick and roll going. So Mooney with pick and roll there with Togashi. Goes back to Mooney. And Togashi now left wide open. He can make these in the corner. Hits the back iron. Well, Scott secures a rebound now in the Brex here. Again, a very lackadaisical on defense there against Yuki Togashi. But Brex now trying to patiently build up their offense. Ball movement's going to be key for them. We're looking for a handoff here now. We'll go down low now to Isaac Fotu, the New Zealand international. Gets back out to try another three. The three is up off the front iron. He gets his own rebound. Now Makoto Hiyajima will have fresh 14. He'll try his left to downtown, takes a three, and he nails it. From Makoto Hiyajima. Again, another play you just cannot leave wide open. Togashi tries to go all the way, kicks this one out, turns it over. Ikaruga with a steal. Goes all the way with a little floater off the backboard. The follow-up. Isaac Foto. And that's what you want for your big man, running in transition, just following up for any loose balls. Togashi now. Backcourt violation. So the officials have said that Yuki Togashi had the last touch. Great defense. Now look, let's take a look at the defense here by Ikaruga. Well, Seiji Ikaruga throws up a circus shot, but Isaac Foto with the follow-up. That's good basketball there from the BREX. Well, Foto now looking to reverse this one up. BREX now with a lot of confidence at the moment. Going to Makoto Hiyajima. He's got it by Yuki Togashi. Hiyajima down the middle. Hiyajima with the Euro step finger roll. Gets it to drop. Well, Makoto Hiyajima is taking this game over. You gotta love the confidence he's playing with right now. Just attacking the basket. Getting into the lanes now. Togashi trying to inspire the BREX here. Duncan now trying to take on Josh Scott. Goes down the middle. Another turnover. Well, the BREX now can push this one. Oh, good basketball here. Foto in transition. Ultimately jumper. Can't get it. Josh Duncan secures a rebound, and now BREX here in desperate need of some inspiration at the moment. Really struggling early on. There's a penetration, still can't get the drop. BREX Nation now looking to push this one here. Finding Makoto Hiyajima, heavily guarded by Togashi. Good ball movement here. They get a ball reversal. Ikaruga off one screen. In the corner. Hiyajima, another three. Doesn't get it. Duncan now looking to push this one. This is where the CHIBA Jets possibly need a little bit more patience in their build-up. Again, probably just trying to force too much now. Togashi now with the lob. Oh, baby white, miss the alley-oop. Well, my goodness gracious. Mooney was going to throw that down. Now Foto with a bit of contact. He tucks that one away. And right now at Tsuchiono, the head coach of CHIBA Jets has to call timeout. Because in the first 3 minutes, it's all been BREX Nation. Well, look at this for a lob pass. Mooney's got to throw it down. Well, that would have been top play of the week there for the B-League. But again, just look how quick here the BREX Nation, they get the ball out in transition. I think the problem right now here for the CHIBA Jets is they've come out way too confident in themselves. And again, UTSUNOMIYA BREX have been able to counterattack that. You can see in transition, just doing an excellent job of getting the ball up the court. Well, Coach Ruzo Anzai, another former player, used to play for the BREX back in his day. Well, Togashi now looking to build his play up here. And UTSUNOMIYA BREX going into his own defense. Well, the Jets just need to move this one high post, and they finally get the first 2 points of the game coming from Josh Duncan. Well, Duncan was a member of the Japanese national team that hosted the Olympics last summer. Again, his play is going to be crucial here for the CHIBA Jets. Well, Hiyajima now coming off one screen. There's a lob finding Josh Scott. Well, Scott puts up a tough shot, doesn't get it. I think they're going to call a foul there, I think. Possibly against Isaac Fotu. I think Fotu there, just a push in the back slightly against Mooney. Jets now trying to go to dribble handoff here. Togashi coming off one screen. Another kick out there. They try another three-pointer. The three is up. Three is no good. Offensive rebound secured by Moody, but Togashi tries a three. He can't get it. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be BREX ball there, so much better from the Jets. They're getting better looks, but haven't been able to knock these shots down from downtown. Hiyajima left wide open. You don't do that to Makoto Hiyajima. It's the second three-pointer of the game, but all of a sudden, UTSUNOMIYA BREX coming out like a house on fire. As the penetration goes baseline, hangs in the air, and somehow, someway gets it to drop. That's just a tough play there by Christian Smith, one of their top scorers here for the Chiba Jets. Get a ball reversal now, so Yusuke Endo. Hiyajima to go down low now to Scott. Scott looking for a handoff here. We're under 7 on the shot clock. Hiyajima goes in, finger roll. Doesn't get the M1, but Makoto Hiyajima on the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, there was the pick and roll here. Look at the hesitation, the crossover. Well, Duncan was lucky. He didn't get the foul call there, but well, doesn't get the first one. Well, Makoto Hiyajima, of course, has been one of the best players so far in the B-League. Definitely one of the best shooters for sure. Well, he makes the second free throw. Tries to split the defense now, kicking this one out, and again, Jets need to be a little bit quick in their offense. Tries to split, goes all the way, and a tough layup going to the basket, and that's much better there from the Jets. Well, that is Shutohara. Now Foto here, just trying to give up the ball and just get the ball in the back, in the hands of Hiyajima. Ikaruga now coming off one screen here with Isaac Fotu kicking out. The good ball movement. Endo in the corner. Doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound here for the BREX. Seiji Ikaruga there made a great penetration. It's got it by Togashi. That goes out of bounds. Deflection off the Christopher Smith. Now, there are 5 seconds left here for the BREX to get a shot off. They're coming into the game now. Shuhei Kitagawa-san. The BREX got to get the ball inbound. Find Hiyajima. Almost turn it over. Hiyajima forces up a circus shot. Doesn't get it. Now the Jets can push this one. Looking for a handoff now with Smith. Smith crossing over. Trying to go all the way. Maybe a Euro step off the backboard. And Chris Smith at the moment is inspiring the Chiba Jets. Defensively, that is going to be a terrible mismatch there for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Looking for options now. Down the shot clock here now for Makoto Hiyajima. Forces up another three-pointer way off the mark. Now Togashi can push this one. The foul has been committed by Seiji Ikaruga, I believe. Well, Kai Tebs now and Chase Fielder are going to come into the game here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Kai Tebs, one of the up-and-coming rising stars here in Japanese basketball, let alone the B-League. It won't be long until he makes his debut for the Japanese national team. Well, there you can see the foul there on Ikaruga. Just a slight push in the back against Josh Duck. I think the officials now are going to review for a possible unsportsmanlike. Well, the unsportsmanlike has been called, so it's going to be 2 free throws now for the Chiba Jets, and they're going to get the ball back. So the officials have deemed that Seiji Ikaruga pushed Mooney in the back with 2 hands, and they felt that was an unsportsmanlike. Well, I can't argue with him on that one, but well, the man who went to the University of Notre Dame, playing the top NCAA, of course, started his professional career in Australia for the Perth Wildcats. And again, you gotta love how the B-League are attracting some of the best international basketball players worldwide. Well, it makes the second one now, cutting it down to a 4-point ball game, and now it's gonna be possession back to the Chiba Jets with 3:36 to go here. Well, Josh Duncan and Gavin Edwards now will both be in the lineup here for the Chiba Jets. That's going to be very interesting. The big lineup the Jets have gone with. Well, Edwards now throws down low to Smith. Smith turns around. Beautiful post move, and Smith is taking this game over right now, dominating on the offense. The UTSUNOMIYA BREX struggling to defend him. We got a timeout now as Coach Ryozo Anzai needs to figure out a defensive plan here to stop Christopher Smith. I mean, look at this. Spin out the fake. Well, simply just an unstoppable basketball player. Well, return to play now here. The UTSUNOMIYA BREX trying to get something going. They've had their 11-point lead cut down to 2 points. Well, Kai Tev's now throwing down here to Josh Scott. Well, Scott kicking this one out. Oh, we got it by Duncan. She's shooting the mid-range and tucks that one away. That's a beautiful play there. Well, the shot coming from Shutohara. Well, Hara, of course, needed to step up big time in this game here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, Duncan, why not left wide open? Doesn't get it. Well, foul has been committed by Chase Fieler. Now, Chase Fieler, if you don't know already, a couple seasons ago, was the MVP in the Netherlands before moving to play for Blue Ostende. Also had a couple seasons in the Basketball Champions League in Europe's continental competition. Ball down now here to Gavin Edwards. A handoff from Yuki Togashi. Togashi now look for. Let's kick this one out. Good ball movement. The 3 is up again. The 3 is good from downtown. Shuta Hara. Well, he is just lighting it up right now. Well, Shuta Hara again, another member of the Japanese national team. Chase Fieler tries a 3-pointer. Fieler sends it over the backboard. Isaac Fotu now comes back in the game here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, Hada now looking to kick this one out to find. Well, there's the pump fake, goes in, lays it up, and simply unstoppable there. Well, Gavin Edwards, an easy pump fake, just went straight to the basket. Again, could not be defended. Great defense here by Shuta Hara. of pressure on Kitagawa there. Good movement by the BREX. And no foul called. And now Yuki Togashi can push this one. Togashi now fighting Duncan. Duncan, good ball movement. Ball 3 from Togashi. In and out, doesn't get it. Rebound secured by Isaac Fotu. And now Kaitev's looking to push. Kaitev this time draws the foul against Yuki Togashi. Well, CHIBA Jets now looking to make another change. So coming in for them is Faraz Rashid. Well, BREX now looking to build their offense up here. We're going down low here to chase Fila. Fila now backing down, trying to find a bit of space. Gets caught a double team, kicks this one out. The 3 is up. The 3 is good from downtown. Well, Hirohide Araya, 23 years of age. Coming to his own this season. Togashi now with the pick and pop now, kicks this one out. Almost turned it over. Hara tries another 3-pointer. 3 is up, and Hara is lighting it up. Arigato gozaimasu, Shuta Hara-san. Oh, he's feeling it right now. He is playing with a lot of confidence here. Fotu now throwing down Chase Field. That's taking a deflection though. That's going to go out of bounds. That will be possession. Hara here, right in the face of Shuhei Kitagawa. And the BREX now looking to just run down low. They've only got a few seconds left. They got to force up another 3-pointer. And Hirohide Araya. One more time, please. This guy has come ready to play. It is a shootout right now between these two teams. And now Yuki Togashi here will have the last 10 seconds. And this is Togashi time. Togashi from downtown. Ayasu minasai! Well, ima nanji desu ka? Well, right now it is Togashi time. Well, Yuki Togashi doing what he does on a week in, week out basis. Right in the face of Kaitebs. Well, that is the end of the first quarter right now. The CHIBA Jets lead this one 22-21. The BREX now trailing by 1 point. Again, the perimeter shooting for both these two teams very good, of course. Chase Field there just able to knock that one from downtown. Yuki Togashi making the last shot in the first quarter. This time he's been picked up by Hirohide Araya. Well, Fujinaga now here on the ball. Right, Chris Smith. Well, Chris Smith goes all the way to the basket, almost turns it over. We're going to call a foul there against, oh no, traveling violation, I think. Well, Josh Duncan, I think, has been called for the traveling violation. Maybe Smith was called. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Well, Mooney coming back in the game now here for Duncan. So, again, it just goes to show how much flexibility these two teams have in their backcourts. Why Sota Okura also comes to the game here, 22 years of age, young prospect here. He's going to match up with Kai Tebs. Tebs now throws it. getting right back in the moment. The BREX now lead this one by 6 points. The three is up from downtown. It's no good. The Jets now just trying to still push things on the perimeter at the moment. The BREX just standing strong on defense and just trying to contain things at the moment. There's another good shot from downtown. Again, it's no good. And Duncan with a rebound. He gets fouled. And the question is, has the official made the decision to call the foul on the ground, or are they going to call it a shooting foul? But there was a free throw, of course, from Sota Okuda. I think they might call a shooting foul there. The foul is definitely going to be called against Josh Scott. So Josh Duncan's going to go to the free throw line now here for 2 shots. Coming down to 4 points now here. So the BREX just trying to hold on to the lead at the moment. Just over halfway to go now here in the second quarter. Scott with a rebound. Has been called against the CHIBA Jets. Only their second team foul now here in the second quarter. Out now here to Makoto Hiyojima. They try to three again. The three is up. The three is good. And they'll light it up from downtown. Again, Yusuke Endo, man, he was injured previously, but again, got himself back in the lineup here tonight. It's UTSUNOMIYA BREX back up by 7 points. Another shot there. No foul called. It goes out of bounds. That will be CHIBA Jets ball on the baseline now with 5:02 to go here in the second quarter. Great shooting there by Yusuke Endo. I think a foul is going to be called against Makoto Hiyojima there coming off the screen. So that's now the 4th team foul here for the BREX. So no more fouls to give because they'll be sending the Jets to the free throw line. Well, Jets now trying to push this one down low, and there you can see Mooney just going to work in the low post. Well, Mooney's just a very good basketball player in the low post. You can just see he has that top size and the physicality, taking almost anybody there in that position. Well, 5-point lead now here too for BREX. Well, left wide open one more time and hits the front iron on this one. Pulls up in the mid-range, takes that one, doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Jets ball there on the baseline. A great job by Mooney to follow that one up. Oh, Gavin Edwards now. Chris Smith come back into the game. So Smith has been one of their top scorers. And also Togashi time comes back in. Togashi now here. Shake and bake, steps back, takes another three-pointer, doesn't get it. That's a tough shot there by Togashi again. BREX can push this one. Ikaruga just avoids the ball being stolen by Togashi. Scott now trying to muscle his way in against Gavin Edwards. Picks up a tough one, doesn't get it. Photo goes straight up with it, and that's why Isaac Photo's in there. Isaac Photo, of course, you see the position he plays for the New Zealand international team. He's just such a hard worker. Now, Edwards for three. He can't get it. Go to Smith now. Smith doesn't take too many three-pointers, and this time he doesn't get it either. Now, Ikaruga, he had Scott wide open, didn't get the ball to him. Oh, Josh Scott was wide open there in the transition. Hiyajima goes up. That's a good jab one. Koto Hiyajima's going to go to the free throw line now here for two shots. Look at the move here, the spin out by Hiyajima. Step in the middle. Well, Atsushi Ono has to call timeout at the moment because his team are leading at one point in this game, but again, they've allowed the BREX to get back in it. Well, 3:05 to go here in the second quarter. Koto Hiyajima now at the free throw line. Usually a very consistent free throw shooter for that matter. He missed the first one, but you know, Hiyajima, as we've seen time and time again, one of the best shooters here in the B-League. Well, averaging 11.5 points per game. He makes the second one now. UTSUNOMIYA BREX backed up by 8 points. The Jets now just trying to break down the full court pressure. Under 3 minutes to go here. What can they establish the building in these last 3 minutes? This is last 3-point, takes another one, doesn't get it. Goto keeps it alive now. He'll try to push this one here with Josh Scott. Scott now looking to take out Moody here in the low block. It's a real jumper, doesn't get it. No foul called. Oh, great defense by Moody. Smith goes down the middle, finds Moody, throws it down with two hands. Well, John Mooney with a little bit of authority on that one. As now, Ruzo Enzai has to call time. And look at Mooney here. The pass coming from Smith. And Mooney with the throwdown. With a bit of authority on that one. Well, the BREX now holding on to a 6-point lead now here with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. At the moment, Ikaruga with the ball in his hands. Ikaruga here got it by Togashi. Let's put a double team. Throws it away, but gets it back. Now Hiyajima crosses over. Hiyajima goes up and lays it up with a finger roll. Right up the backboard. Strong move there by Makoto Hiyajima. We got an ankle breaker here. Shukahara in the lane. Again, you cannot leave that man wide open. Shukahara simply will make it rain. He has 2 3-pointers already here this evening. And there's a 6-point lead now here to the BREX. Endo now finding Hiyajima here. Top scorer so far for the BREX. Love pass, but a foul's going to be called on the ground, and that's going to be the 4th team foul here for the Chiba Jets. It's going to be a baseline ball. It's going to be called against Shukahara. Hiyajima now kicks out here to Yusuke Endo. And he comes up 2 screens. Very poor shot, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled again. That's a silly foul to give away because the Chiba Jets, they did not box him out. And again, now he goes to the free throw. I think he's laughing about it because he knows that's a bad shot. Look, gets his own rebound, and Gavin Edwards commits a foul. Endo makes the first free throw. Only averages about 7.2 points per game this season here for the BREX. And usually a 7.7% free throw shooter as well, for that matter. Again, he missed the second one. Another foul's been called. They get called on Takuma Sato. I think Takuma Sato is very perplexed by that decision, so Josh Scott is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Josh Scott, of course, has been a very big influential player, of course, here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX over the last few seasons. It's a 9-point lead now here to UTSUNOMIYA BREX, trying to move down here with Duncan. Duncan kicks this one out. And the 3 from downtown. The 3 is good. That's much better there from the CHIBA Jets. Kick this one out here. They're going to go down again. Josh Scott. Scott got it by John Mooney. Finds Fotu. Fotu, quick turnaround. Can't get it. And now Togashi time. Can have the last shot here. The second quarter, just like he did at the end of the first quarter. Togashi now here. Got it by Yusuke Endo. And the lead team here with fouls to give. Togashi comes off one screen. Gotta get a shot off here. Got it by Fotu. Goes in a little floater. Just like he did at the end of the first quarter. Yuki Togashi time. Nanji desu ka? Well, he is just making it work right now. Well, Yuki Togashi cuts it out to a 4-point ball game, but at the moment, UTSUNOMIYA BREX, they lead this one 41-37. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the first half, but again, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, as we'll be back for the second half very shortly. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this fixture here in the B-League quarterfinal playoffs between our hosts, the Chiba Jets and the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, it's been a very tight game, of course. Yuki Togashi having the last shots of both the first and the second quarter. At the moment, the BREX lead by 4 points. Well, this is a rematch of last season's game in the finals, which went to 3 games as well. Remember, the Jets picking up game 1. The BREX then followed up with a game 2 victory, but it was game 3 in which Yuki Togashi and Gavin Edwards, Josh Duncan, they took the championship home. Well, they exceed the lead scores, of course. Makoto Hiyajima leading the way by Shuta Hara. Leading the way, of course, here for the Chiba Jets. Well, Hiyajima has had 2 3-point field goals, but doing a good job of getting to the basket. Well, Josh Duncan and Christopher Smith leading the way with the rebounds and the assists right now. Isaac Fotu with 6 rebounds himself at the moment. Well, right now, they need other players to step in and step up if they're going to leave with a victory here in game 1 of the B-League quarterfinal playoffs. Well, Hiyajima is just a prime-time player, of course. You see him play for the Japanese national team and just how passionate he is, but again, one of the best shooters here in Asia. It's going to be very exciting to see how Katsuku's 5, the Japanese national team, will perform in Indonesia at the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup. Well, the Jets now will have the first possession here in the second half, and Yuki Togashi now is going to try to get things going here. Togashi's got to get things going, especially in the backcourt, and trying to play a very high-tempo style here. Shoot to Hara now, giving it back here. Togashi's going to go pick and roll now with John Mooney. Duncan now looking for options. They've only got a few seconds. He's got to get something going to the basket. There's a big pop now. Mooney goes in the lane. Mooney gets rejected. Great defense there by Josh Scott and the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Ikaruga now looking to throw this to Hiyajima. Top scorer of the game with 12 points. Fakes a spin out. Beautiful play. Oh, baby! Makoto Hiyajima has come ready to play. I mean, this guy's just fantastic. I mean, we talk about him being a great shooter, but he just knows how to play one-on-one style of basketball. Look at that from Makoto Hiyajima. Cool as you like. Just able to finish there over Josh Mooney. For the BREX now, again, gaining confidence just like they did at the beginning of this game. They had a 9-0 lead, and anytime the Chiba Jets get close to a comeback, they just seem to fade away a little bit. You got to credit that down to the defense here on the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Hiyajima now, he's got the confidence. Hiyajima, finger off. One more time! Makoto Hiyajima, he's loving it. He's having a great time out there. 16 points now to Hiyajima-san. Togashi fakes. Togashi goes up, and Yuki Togashi with the finger roll. Ikaruga now almost has pocket pick there by Yuki Togashi. Throws it away, and now Togashi's got numbers in transition. He gets fouled by Isaac Fotu. Look at the finger roll there. A bit of Jason Kidd there in a Chiba Jets jersey. Well, I would be very surprised if they call that non-sportsmanlike foul, because you can clearly see Isaac Fotu attempts to play the basketball there, so it should just be a regular foul. Even Isaac Fotu, that just probably laughing at the fact they had to go review that one, but again, the referees very professional here in the B-League. Well, Hiyajima with a steal. Great defense by Hiyajima. No look pass. Throws it down in transition. Well, Makoto Hiyajima finding Josh Scott, but it starts with the defense. And the BREX now coming out with a lot of confidence here. And Togashi down the middle. Togashi with another finger off. Simply unstoppable. And that was a help side defense. Hiyajima coming off one screen, finding Scott one more time. And a traveling violation is going to be called there. Great call by the official. And Josh Scott moved 2 feet there before he decided to put the ball on the ground. Togashi now here with the ball in his hands. Trying to get things going. The shot is up and the shot is good, of course. Well, that is what I call below the rim there, of course. Strong basketball there by Yuki Togashi. And the CHIBA Jets now cut it down to a 3-point ball game. And we go to Isaac Foto. And this time he goes above the rim on that one. That one's going to go out of bounds, of course. And again, you can see they're trying to force everything as much as possible, but great defense here by Josh Duncan. And Duncan, of course, working very hard there on the defense. In the lane now, Hiyajima is simply taking this game over. Makoto Hiyajima is unbelievable. Yashi pump fakes, gets another handoff here with Moody. And the Jets just trying to get things going, of course. By 5 points as John Moody dribbles into a double team, turns it over. Big defense by the BREX. Now they can push on Ikaruga. And Scott goes in with a jump hook and tucks that one away. And CHIBA Jets tactical timeout as they trail now by 7 points with 6:26 to go here in the third quarter. BREX Nation running wild. Well, look at the transition here. Going down to Josh Scott. The quick post up here against John Mooney and a little jump hook there. BREX now putting on a full court pressure against the Chiba Jets. Again, just try to put as much pressure as possible here. Good movement here now. Togashi left wide open, takes the three-point. The three is up. The three is good from downtown. And Yuki Togashi just trying to keep the Chiba Jets in this game. Anything right now, just to keep them within touching distance. Another turnover now on the BREX here. Get back on defense is the Jets. Cut it down to a 1-point ball game. The three is up. No good. BREX here with another chance here to build the lead. Ikaruga. I don't want to rush this one now. I want to be patient, but the foul has been called. The foul is going to be called on Takuma Sato. And that's only going to be the second team foul now here for the Chiba Jets. So I think they're going to review here for a potential unsportsmanlike foul. That's interesting there. We're just going to call a regular foul there, so we'll be baseline ball now here to the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. So here, Jima now on the ball. He's going to kick this one out to Yusuke Endo. Endo now pulls up for another three-point. The three is up. It's no good. The rebound secured by Duggan. And now Togashi pushes one here in transition. Togashi comes up one screen. Step back three-pointer. Yuki Togashi is simply on fire. Well, this guy is single-handedly keeping the Chiba Jets in this game. Coach Ryozo Anzai has to call timeout because he's got a problem right now. Yuki Togashi is taking this game over. I mean, right in the face of Josh Scott. No hand up. You got to contain this guy. This is one of the best guards in Asia. Well, BREX now holding on to a 1-point lead here. Scott trying to post up here against John Moody. Bit of contact, doesn't get it. The rebound has been secured, and now, well, the Chiba Jets can take the lead here for the first time in the second half. Remember, they were trailing by 4 points at the beginning of the half. Well, along came Yuki Togashi, goes down the middle. Togashi kicks out. Down the middle now for an option. Back to Togashi. Togashi can take the lead here. Takes a shot, doesn't get. The follow-up's no good. The tip back is no good. And got a loose ball now. It's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be possession. Loose ball here, diving on the floor there, Takuma Sato. Again, you gotta love the design there. Josh Duncan and Josh Scott. Well, that is what I call a battle of the Joshes there. Hiyajima now down the middle, top scorer with 18 points. Looks to kick this one out. The three is up in the corner. It's no good. But Chase Fila trying to follow up with the offensive rebound. Didn't get it. That goes out of bounds. Togashi here now. Again has another chance to give the lead here for the Chiba Jets. Togashi takes a wild shot but doesn't get this one. So Felix secures a rebound. Was that the best option there? Foul in transition. That's going to be the 13th foul now here for the Chiba Jets. It's going to be a baseline ball to the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Hiyajima now with just under 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Top scorer in this game with 18 points. Takes another three-pointer. Makoto Hiyajima! Arigatou gozaimasu! Watashi no tomodachi! Well, Makoto Hiyajima, big-time shot! Well, restores the lead here for the 4-point cushion for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. 21 points now for Makoto Hiyajima. Well, another three up there. This time it's Takuma Sato. Well, Takuma Sato responds with a huge three-pointer. And we have another foul. I think they're going to call this one again on Takuma Sato. So it's going to be the fourth team foul now here. And there was a penetration by Smith. Kick it out. Well, Sato is beautiful three-point shooting. Foul's going to be called there. That's the 15th foul. So Josh Scott's going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Foul's going to be called against Gavin Edwards there. That's a tough one there because you can see both Christopher Smith and Gavin Edwards both had hands up there trying to avoid any contact. So I do feel a little bit sorry for them on that call. Well, Scott makes the first free throw again. What an ambassador he's been. Remember, he used to play for the Ryoko Golden Kings. So very experienced B.LEAGUE player. Well, he makes it 2 for 2 for the charity stripe and restores the 3-point lead here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Smith now hasn't scored since the second quarter. Relatively quiet, goes in the lane, draws a foul. So he'll be going to the free throw line now here for 2 shots. Well, if you're watching live here on the live stream, some shout outs, of course. We have some CHIBA Jets fans in the house. We also have some UTSUNOMIYA BREX fans as well. Ryan Uyeki says that he is better than Yuki Togashi. I would be very impressed if you were. A little bit 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter now. The BREX leading by 3 points. And Scott now almost loses it, but Kai Tebs able to secure the basketball now. Scott now tries to force his way with a dream hook, doesn't get it. I think we're going to call another foul. So Scott's going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. The foul is on John Morgan. Well, Scott makes the first one now with 2:05 to go. Again, the 4-point cushion. Well, if he can make this free throw, it could be a 5-point lead for them. But the BREX, you can just see in this game, just trying to emotionally stay in front of this one. So shout out to Will Baknak, 22, says, really need a CHIBA win. It's only a 5-point game, Will, so it should be very close. It's Isaac Fotu, New Zealand international. Checks back into the game now here for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Josh Scott's going to go to the bench, take a breather now. Looking for a handoff now is Rayata Akako is also into the game here for the Jets. Is now Togashi. And across on Togashi, the fadeaway, crazy shot. Can't get it, but Chase Fila comes up with a loose ball. Foto now heavily got it here. He's trying to back down the low block. Foto goes up with a beautiful dream hook shot all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, Isaac Foto. Tough play there. 7-point lead now here for the BREX. In the lane now. Morgan tries another one, doesn't get it. John Moody, excuse me. Go again now here to Isaac Fotu. Got it by John Moody. Fotu goes work. And the follow-up there by Chase Fila. And all of a sudden, with 51 seconds left, 9-point lead here to the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. At the moment, it's the big play here. Josh Scott, who's just gone to the bench, but at the moment, Isaac Fotu here. Well, goes baseline, but watch Chase Fila with the follow-up. The former Falua STEM player in Belgium. Had some good years in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Isaac Fotu's coming in and play some big minutes there. You can see Chase Feely, he's really struggled from the field this evening. Well, they have Seiji Ikaruga, Kaitevs, and Araya, Hirohide Araya in the backcourt now for the BREX Nation. One screen now, going all the way off the backboard. The foul is going to be called. So Sota Okura is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. The first free throw has been made there by Sota Okura. Makes it 2 for 2 now, so it's going to be down to a 7-point ball game as Makoto Hiyajima comes back in. So again, I think what Coach Ryozo Enzai is trying to do is try to put as many shooters on the court as possible. Well, we got 12 seconds difference between the game shot and the shot clock here. He's going to put the ball in the hands of Makoto Hiyajima. Hiyajima kicks out. And goes in off the backboard, too strong. Doesn't get it, but another foul's called. So Hirohide Araya is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. So discipline here of the Chiba Jets defense, very poor, of course. That's a foul, no doubt. They have no arguments. And Sota Okura should not be arguing with the referee. Well, makes it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and now the Chiba Jets have 19.1 seconds left, and I turn it over. It's just sloppy basketball here from the Chiba Jets. I mean, very uncharacteristic. So Hiyajima now don't have the last shot. Hiyajima now goes in, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. The Jets have a few seconds left. Well, Togashi throws it up, but this time, as he has at the end of the first and the second quarter, he was unable to make the last shot of the third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, the UTSUNOMIYA BREX lead this one by 9 points, 64-55 in the quarterfinals of the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Well, this rematch of the final looking in favor of UTSUNOMIYA BREX, but we got one more quarter left to play here in the quarterfinals. Well, one more quarter to go here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the B-League quarterfinals. UTSUNOMIYA BREX with a 9-point lead. Well, Isaac Fotu now getting the handoff here with Hirohito Araya. Well, Kai Tebs takes a 3-point, doesn't get it. John Mooney secures a rebound here for the Chiba Jets. Duncan getting a handoff here now. Throwing that one to John Mooney now here. Got it by Isaac Fotu. Takes a tough fadeaway shot. Doesn't get it. Now the BREX can push this one. The Chiba Jets really having to work for everything here on offense. Araya kicks this one out. Good ball movement. Tebs now looks like he's going to go pick and roll here with Isaac Fotu. Oh, what a pass. Finding Fotu. Doesn't get it. Well, that would have been the pass of the season. And Jets here. Foul has been committed. Yusuke Endo. Oh, look at this for a pass from Kai Tebs. That is B.EA beautiful, but the finish wasn't there from Isaac Fotu. BREX now looking to push things here. This one out and throw down low again to John Mooney. Well, there's the kick out. There's a three-pointer. Three is up. The three is no good. The offensive rebound secured by the Chiba Jets. And they try another three-pointer, and again, no good. That one's going to be called on the rebound there. It's Josh Duncan. Just took a little bit of a hit there. But watch Duncan here on the box out. He does land very awkwardly, but the foul is going to be called on Shuhei Kitagawa. Jets now trying to get things going. Of course, they try another perimeter shot, and the three-point shooting just isn't working for them. But they still continue to try and force everything from the perimeter at the moment. Is now the BREX. Kai Tebs with the ball in his hands. Kai Tebs dish it off, lays that one up. Well, Takeuchi, the veteran, coming into the game. Well, the assist coming from Kai Tebs. Another shot this time. Mooney's able to make that one. Kosuke Takeuchi now. He's a feature in the game, of course, but bringing him in here for the experience. We're running 10 seconds to go here for Josh Scott. Hirohito Araya. Well, they got to force this one up. They got one backcourt violation. Sloppy turnover there from the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Didn't take care of the basketball. Well, Smith tries another three-pointer. Hasn't hit one tonight, but this time he gets it. Only a few seconds left, cutting it down to a 6-point ball game. And that's a huge three-pointer. Well, Christopher Smith now, yeah, making this a ball game one more time again for the CHIBA Jets. Well, Chase Field here, got it by Gavin Edwards, kicks this one out. Ikaruga now kicks out to Chase Fila. Fila, the pump fake, takes the mid-range, doesn't get it. Well, the rebound secured by Ikaruga. Now the BREX will patiently build up their offense here with Iajima. There's a love pass, finds Scott. Finds Fila, but Fila almost fumbled it, but Fila goes up with it. And it's an 8-point ball game now. Well, that's just good basketball there from the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Good ball movement, very patient build-up. Hesitation down the lane, kicks out again to Smith. Smith pump fakes, made his last three-pointer. Doesn't get this one. Well, the BREX time is on their side. They don't need to rush anything. 8-point lead here. The road victory would be immense here in the B.LEAGUE quarterfinals. The foul there committed by Sota Okuda. What's now coming back into the game is Shutahara. And we're going to need Shutahara along with his perimeter shooting. And Yuki Togashi. Right now should be Togashi time. He's got to take this game over. And he's got to inspire the CHIBA Jets to a victory. Iajima now coming off one screen, kicks out the Feely. He hasn't made a three yet, and he still struggles from the perimeter. We just feel with Chase Feely that his best offense is going to be close to the basket, and yet he settles for a lot of perimeter shots. But Smith goes out, kicks this one to Josh Duncan, takes the mid-range, and Josh Duncan, nothing but net, cutting it down to a 6-point ball game. Fila now in the low block, takes a jump hook and gets it to drop. And that's what I'm talking about. Chase Fila needs to play back to the basket. Draws another foul against Gavin Edwards. I mean, look at the size, the physicality. Muzu Kashi Desne. It's back to a 9-point ball game here, so the CHIBA Jets really plans to step up as we're under 5 minutes to go. Well, Togashi now steps back, takes another three-pointer, doesn't get it. Well, Duncan with a rebound, and that's much better there by Josh Duncan. We got a timeout now. That's UTSUNOMIYA BREX. We want to talk this one over.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Well, 4:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's now a 7-point ball game. UTSUNOMIYA BREX leading this one 71-64 over the Chiba Jets. This was last season's final. Makoto Hiyajima trying to go faster, but didn't get it. The foul is going to be called on Seiji Ikaruga. Togashi now kicking this one out to Duncan. Duncan trying to put the ball on the floor, goes up with it. Duncan doesn't get it. The rebound has been secured here by the BREX. Well, they have the ball in the hands of Makoto Hiyajima. They kick this one out. They try another three-pointer. Goes in and out now. It goes out of bounds off of... Yeah, it's gone off of John Moody, so it's going to be possession to the BREX on the baseline. With 4:10 to go, and they lead this one by 7. You just feel emotionally right now that the Chiba Jets are struggling to get themselves back in this one. A quick play against a Chase Feeler, and again near the basket, and again he is unstoppable. Over to the backdoor play. Great defense here by the BREX defenders. It gets rejected. Well, Chase Feeler said, "Get out of here." Well, Watashi no Nemae wa Chase Feeler. Dozo yoroshiku. Nice to meet you. Well, 5 of the shot clock now here for the Jets. Get something going. Oh, tucks that one away. Well, a shot from downtown again. It's good, and it is raining threes as Seiji Ikaruga makes it a 10-point ball game now with just over 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. This is the quarterfinals of the B-League. Togashi now kicking out to Josh Duncan. And the Jets now running out of time, so the defending champions. Foul's going to be called under the basket against Ikaruga. That's a 15 foul, so it's going to be 2 free throws in Josh Duncan. Well, Duncan makes the first free throw to get a man who had a very impressive career in Europe. Remember, he played for such big teams in Turkey, Israel, before finding himself a permanent home here in Japan. It makes it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe now, cutting it down to an 8-point ball game. Hiyajima now all the way. Hiyajima wrap around. Doesn't get it, but he's going to go to the free throw line again for 2 shots. Makoto Hiyajima has been fantastic in this game. Arguably the best player. I mean, we know what a great shooter this guy is, but again, the ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket time and time again. Yajima very uncharacteristically missing both free throws. Remember, this game is not over. With over 2.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's only an 8-point ball game. And the Jets now are in the penalty with left wide open. Takes a three-pointer. Doesn't get it though. Scott secures a rebound. Well, again, if he makes that three-point, he cut it down to a 5-point ball game. It would have been a huge play there. Yusuke Endo now with the ball in his hands. Trying to back down, takes a fadeaway shot. Oh my goodness gracious! Give this man some credit. Yusuke Endo with the fadeaway. Well, Yusuke Endo letting the BREX Nation know we're going back to the Tochigi Prefecture with a 1-0 lead. I mean, look at the fadeaway. That is Michael Jordan in a UTSUNOMIYA BREX jersey. Sugoi. Well, 2 minutes to go here now. The CHIBA Jets, they need to get baskets and they need to get stops and they need to do it quickly because time is running out for them. Trying to get the ball in the hands of Yuki Togashi. Goes all the way. Togashi, wraparound, good ball movement. He's got to shoot that. And gives Togashi the ball in a very awkward spot with 5 seconds left. And Mooney will try the shot. The shot is up. It's no good. And Duncan secures the rebound, kicks out. They try a three-pointer this time. They still don't get it. That has been the difference in this game is the perimeter shooting. And the perimeter shooting has not gone too well here for the CHIBA Jets, but for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX, it's been a different story, of course. Yajima now coming up on screen, kicking this one out. They go down low here to Josh Scott. And Scott trying to back down, turns around. Beautiful post play, and that might very well be a Yeso Minasai as the BREX Nation 1 minute away from taking a 1-0 lead here in the quarterfinals. Well, cuts it down to a 10-point ball game. Goes out of bounds now here with 43 seconds left as Kaitev's just going to come in. last few moments of this game now. Well, where has it gone wrong for the Chiba Jets in this game? Well, the fact is they haven't shot the ball very well from the perimeter, but again, it's been a tough game for them. Just the ability to get good shots. They don't move the ball as well as the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. When we talk about taking high percentage shots, there's another three-pointer. And that's been the story of the night here for the defending champions of the B-League. Well, 5 seconds difference now between the game clock and the shot clock, so another foul committed by Togashi-san. So Seiji Ikaruga will go to the free throw line now here for 2 shots. Well, Seiji Ikaruga, relatively standing game for his factors, of course. Played some very good defense here. More importantly, of course, stepping up and hitting some big shots. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here at the Funabashi Arena here in the city of Chiba. And at the end of this one, the quarterfinals, last season's rematch, the defending champions, Chiba Jets, they fall 1 game to UTSUNOMIYA BREX. They'll take the lead here in the quarterfinals and 1 victory away to get into the semifinals, where possibly against the very tough matchup, of course, there. But UTSUNOMIYA BREX, again, a very much collective victory for them. Well, they know it's not over yet. Well, the BREX players now show their appreciation and their homage to the fans of both the Chiba Jets and their own home fans. Well, Kosuke Takeuchi, the veteran player, coming in the 4th quarter. There are the BREX Nation. And now we're about to hear from Coach Ryozo Anzai, head coach of UTSUNOMIYA BREX, right in front of the BREX Nation.
まずはチャンピオンシップクォーターファイナル1戦目おめでとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。
今日のゲーム振り返ってみていかがでしたでしょうか。
いやもう本当に出だしからね選手たちが本当にすごいエナジー持って、千葉さんのアウェーで戦うっていうのはねかなり厳しい、戦いになると思ってたんですけど、本当に選手たちがよく頑張ってくれたなと思います。
はい、今日のゲーム機動力で 千葉を非常に上回ったゲームというふうに感じたんですけれども、チームとして今日のゲーム勝つために最も意識して取り組んだ部分っていうのはどういったところでしょうか。
もうディフェンスとリバウンドですね、トランジションディフェンスとリバウンドのところを、やっぱりね、千葉さんはすごいオフェンス能力が高いチームなんで、そこをね、今日70点に抑えられたっていうのは本当に良かったかなと思います。
荒谷選手の活躍っていうのはいかがでしたか。
本当苦しいね、点数がなかなか入らない時間帯に、ああやってスリーポイント連続で決めてくれて、チャンピオンシップとかっていうのはやっぱりそういうね、試合ごとにヒーローみたいな選手が出てくれると本当にうまくゲームが進められるんで、今日のアレアの活躍は本当にチームにとってありがたかったです。
明日に向けてまずは修正する部分というところはどういったところを挙げますか。
映像を見直しますけど、今日やれたねディフェンスをもう一回やるためには、千葉さんよりもっとパワーが必要だと思うんで、一回休んで、もう明日 0-0 なんでね、もう一回しっかり勝てるように準備したいなと思います。
はい、ありがとうございました。明日も頑張ってください。
ありがとうございます。
The words there from Coach Ryozo Enzai was obviously talking about congratulations to his players, of course. A lot of energy from the beginning, and they knew it was going to be tough against a very strong Chiba team. But two things, the rebounds and the transitions, is what helped them a lot. And Hiyajima obviously being very clutch, making many three-pointers. And they have to do the same mentality tomorrow to make sure they win this playoff series. And now we're going to hear from Hirohide Araya of UTSUNOMIYA BREX.
そうですね、前半苦しい時間もあったんですけど、そこを我慢して後半、自分たちがやりたいバスケットできたので良かったと思います。
今日のアウトサイドのスリーポイントしっかり自信持って打ち込んでた印象でしたけれども、手応えっていうのはどういうふうに感じましたか。
そうですね、積極的にシュートをするチャンスがあったら狙っていこうと思ってたんで、その積極性が出せて良かったのかなと思います。
明日に向けてはいかがですか。
明日また 0-0 からなので、明日はしっかり2連勝してクォーターファイナル勝ち上がっていけるようにしていきたいと思います。
今日もですね、ファンブースターの皆さんが会場に多く駆けつけてくださいました。この配信を見ているファンブースターの皆さんにも一言メッセージの方お願いします。
はい、チャンピオンシップにもかかわらずたくさんのファンの方がアウェーに来てくださって、すごいホームの温かさっていうのも感じることができたので、明日も継続して自分たちも頑張っていくので応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
明日も頑張ってください。
Well, the words there, of course, coming from Hirohide Araya. So he's glad that they got the victory, even though they had some very tough stretches. But of course, he wanted to take as many open shots as possible to give his team a very good chance through his perimeter shooting. And tomorrow, they got to make sure they keep passing the ball and play a very collective effort. That was Hirohide Araya of UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, it was a very exciting game to say the least. Of course, I mean, these two teams really battled it out, but in the end, the UTSUNOMIYA BREX showed a very collective effort. And we'll take a look at some of the highlights now from this game. It was just a fantastic game of basketball overall, of course. Well, they can see the ball movement, of course, coming from the BREX, but of course, a one-on-one play of Makoto Hiyajima. Well, his perimeter shooting, as always, proving to be the big difference in this game. Of course, anytime he plays for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, Smith had some very good looks in the first half, just attacking the basket and just showing how lethal of a scorer he could be. But again, he was very quiet in the second half for that matter. Well, the Jets did battle back as much as possible. Just found themselves unable to get themselves back in the game completely, of course. Well, they moved the ball very well. They showed some very good signs of getting back into the game, but just wasn't enough in the end for them. Well, Togashi had some good spurts in the first half, of course. There you can see right at the end of the second quarter. Well, that was going into the halftime interval, of course. And again, he had the last shot of both the end of the first and the second quarter. You thought it was going to be his night this evening, but in the end, proved to be too much for them. Well, there was Togashi in the third quarter, of course, trying to attack the basket as much as possible, but yeah, it wasn't enough for him to get by. You want to see more of that from Yuki Togashi tomorrow, just trying to attack the basket and try to get to the hoop as much as possible, but again, sometimes with Yuki Togashi, just maybe forces a shot too much, maybe, but Hijima was unstoppable in the second half. Well, no arguments whatsoever. He was the MVP in this game. I mean, he was just a fantastic player. Well, Kaitsev's there, the no-look pass, finding Kosuke Takeuchi. Well, the veteran man coming off the bench. Well, there was the three-pointer by Christopher Smith, but they needed a lot more of that in this game, more perimeter shooting. And that was Yusuke Endo, or Seiji Ikaruga, excuse me, saying, Ayasu Minasai. The last post move there by Josh Scott, excuse me. And that was the victory there for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, that is the end of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some of the stats now here from this game. What finish? Well, BREX, of course, coming up with a huge victory there. Well, three-point shooting, of course, was a big difference. There you can see 10 for UTSUNOMIYA BREX, 9 for the CHIBA Jets. Well, the free throw is 13 for 19 for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. The rebounding and the assists going in favor of the away team. Again, ball movement was the key difference in this one. Well, we'll take a look at some of the top scorers here, of course. Makoto Hiyajima, he finished with 21. Yuki Togashi, he had 18. Well, Scott and Duncan, battle of the Joshes on the rebound. Well, Josh Scott had 8 rebounds. There you can see Josh Duncan with 12. Well, Hiyajima, 5 assists away from a potential double-double. While Christopher Smith as well, he finished with 5 assists also. But in this one, all of it went in favor of BREX Nation. BREX Nation taking a 1-0 lead here in the B-League playoffs. Well, there are the playoff matchups there, of course. Kawasaki Brave Thunders, they need to kick off as well. Well, they'll be facing, depending if they win their victory, of course. I mean, Tokyo Alvark, they played against Shimane Suzane Magic. Well, the Happiness taking on the Ryoko Golden Kings. As it stands right now, 1-0 lead here. That's Kawasaki Brave Thunders. They play on later. You can watch that one later if you swap over on the YouTube link. And that will be a very interesting game to watch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here. You can see the B2 playoffs, of course. You can follow that one as well. It'll be interesting to see who comes out of that one to get promotion. But as we mentioned before, we thank you for joining us here at the Funabashi Arena here in the city of Chiba in the wonderful country of Japan. Beautiful nation.